swear, why is the intro always the hardest on these videos? Welcome to my channel. As a refresher, I conduct honest reviews of strictly clean beauty brands. I created this channel as I felt that there's a need for a central space for people to view reviews of only clean beauty brands. So when you're on my channel, you will have that peace of mind. So I keep getting targeted on Instagram for this company, this clean beauty company. And their marketing really spoke to me because they kind of presented themselves as really like luxurious, and you know, it enticed me a little bit. I kind of wanted to check it out. So the brand is called Merit, and today I'm just kind of dipping my toes in, and I'm going to be reviewing the Instant Glow Serum. And to pair with it, I'll be reviewing the Perfecting Complexion Stick. So, full disclosure, I tried to film this video over the weekend, and as I was applying it, you know, I think I made a couple missteps, which I will take you through as we kind of move along, and hopefully, you know, that'll kind of help you if you do decide to try it as well. But a little bit, we'll get into that, but I wanted to share a little bit about the brand. I went to their website and kind of went to their About Us to kind of see what they're about. But their kind of About Us section is geared more towards their products and not so much the people who are behind it. So I'm not sure if that's something that they want to like be a little bit more private about or something like that. But if so, I totally respect that. But per their website about their products, it says they simplify what it takes to get ready by creating well-edited essentials that help you do more with less. As a modern minimalist brand, we're also intentional in what we create, spending years perfecting every last detail to ensure it's not just another product. We will start with the Instant Glow Serum. This retails for $38. And let's see, for 1.7 ounces. So we'll go ahead and get this open. Now, full disclosure, I did try this before on the weekend, but I just want to give you like the full unboxing kind of experience. I don't want to take that away from you guys. Just get a little nervous. I don't want it to fly out of the box. So this is a frosted glass container, which feels so luxurious. The top almost makes me feel like I'm like, you know, popping the top off like a nice luxurious perfume. It does have like a pump applicator to get the product out, which I do appreciate. I don't like adding bacteria into like my foundations, my products, anything like that. So I love to see a pump or a dropper. So on their website, it made me feel like it was 3/4 of the way full, but as you can see, it goes all the way up to the top. So we'll just kind of give you a look there. Doesn't this look so luxurious? I can't even. So a little bit about this. Just keep it up here. It says instantly hydrates and plumps skin for a smooth glass-like appearance, leaving skin calmer, brighter, and more even over time. Designed as a base for the minimalist or for bare skin. So this could be like a primer, or you could wear it just on your bare skin and go on with it. And then it's directions for use. It says to use, shake well, after cleansing, and before moisturizer. Massage 2 to 3 pumps into skin. So let me give this a shake. Not gonna shake too much, but enough where you can see that it's fully blended now. I'll go ahead and pop the top. And I will say, it says for dry skin, use 3 pumps. For normal skin, use 2 pumps. So here's where I went wrong in a couple ways. So I put 3 pumps directly onto my hand. Those pumps went straight down my webs and into my shirt. So I think either do pump by pump, 1 by 1, or honestly, I think I'm gonna try to go directly on my skin here. Woo! You see what I mean? Okay, so there's another lesson learned. Oh, it does not taste good. Okay, so me just rub this on in. Ooh. Okay. I ate it. Okay, so another reason why it's important to use clean products is sometimes you eat them. Okay, so all right, let's do one pump. As you can see, it's very watery. It wants to move all over my hand. It's going down my web. Okay, so you can see it's shiny. It should give me a good glow. If I can get enough on my skin and on my hands before it like disappears. And maybe it's because I'm trying to like hold it up here, but let me try and give it a pump like in my palm. Okay, this might be the way to go. So, kind of see, it's so watery. Like, how do they expect? Okay, so I'm just gonna go like this, and this is how we're gonna do it. I think this is the best way. And I'm not refilming this video. Like, this is gonna be it. So, I'm just gonna go. It doesn't have any SPF, so I'm gonna go ahead and I feel comfortable going as close to my eye as possible. Typically my eyes will just water if there's any SPF in a product. It would just water, and then it's like basically pointless to put it up there because then I'll have streaks of salty tears down my face. So this isn't gonna have like any coverage. It's mainly just for like a natural glow. Definitely not gonna cover this pimple. That's okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna try and keep it to like a minimal amount. I think we have about like 2.5 pumps right now on the skin. And last time I did 3, so that's the other learning curve that I kind of went through, is I did 3 pumps into my hand, tried to put it on my skin. It was going all over the place, like everywhere. And then I added a little bit more to kind of compensate for like the product that went away, like left my hands. And I think I just put on too much. So by the time I put on the follow-up product, it just kind of made it separate a little bit. This wasn't soaked into my skin yet, and I put on too much. So it wasn't like a fair representation of like how it really should look due to like my error. So I'm just gonna really make sure it's like really just kind of like soaks into your skin. It does feel really good. I don't smell anything, like nothing. It doesn't have like a scent to it. But I will try to smell it again. I'll add a little bit more here and try and smell, see if I can pick up a scent. But I'm just gonna kind of press it into my skin like a serum. Okay, going in with my other hand. Really trying to push it in. I'll give you a little look here. So it does look glowy, like it looks nice. Like I have like a little healthy, fresh glow. I don't feel like I look shiny, which is like a big fear of mine. I do get shiny here, here, and like here. So I really want to kind of avoid that. But as for right now, I think it looks really nice. It feels good on my skin. I did wash my skin and I was kind of preparing to kind of shoot this video. So my skin was getting a little tight just because like every time I wash my face, I want to definitely put like a serum and like a lotion on it, like moisturizer to kind of hydrate my skin because I get dry pretty quickly. So this is going back to kind of separating. So I'm just going to give it a shake because I want to give you guys a little idea if I can catch a smell. So watery. I can't. Literally not a scent. Like not a scent, but look at how like watery that is. That's so hard to work with. Okay. In the sink you go. Okay. And not to be wasteful, I just really want to see if I get a scent, but I cannot. which is good. I mean, sometimes when things smell really good to me, I'm like, wow, that smells good. I'll get a headache. No matter how clean the product is, I'll get a headache. So I'm just gonna pop the top back. And literally, since I opened this, I keep it on my vanity, like by my cotton balls and my perfume and stuff. I just love the way it looks. I think it looks so luxurious. So I'm gonna give this a couple minutes. Just a couple minutes. I really wanna see it like kind of soak into my skin a little bit more before I go in with the next product. Because I really wanna give it a chance. I mean, I love the way that it looks. I love the way it feels right now. And I'm just hoping I can love it and continue to love it. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so it's been about 2 minutes since I kind of started to let it set in. And during that time, you can work on your eye makeup or, you know, anything you kind of want to do. I know it's not ideal to wait to apply another product while you're just trying to get your makeup on and get out the door. But I just really want to give this product a chance and try to let it soak into my skin and kind of see how it kind of layers. So let's keep it moving. It does feel like it is set in a little bit more. So I'm a little bit more comfortable going in with this next product, which happens to be the Perfecting Complexion Stick. This retails for $38 and it's 0.23 ounces. So, per their website, it says it's not a foundation or a concealer, but it'll replace both in your makeup bag. Easy enough for me. I mean, if you're gonna replace my foundation and my concealer for $38, I almost feel like I'm sold. So I think with this feeling like such like a high-end product and getting it for $38, that's a steal in my opinion. I did toggle back and forth with which color to kind of go with, but I landed on Bone. And we can kind of open this. Okay. So this is like a little confusing at first, like which one do you pull? But this is the twisty and this is the top. Okay. So it looks. I feel like this would be like really easy to travel with as well, which is nice. So go ahead and do a little swatch here to get a feel the color. So it blends really well, like into my skin tone kind of. Like it's like a very nice color. It's not too like neutral and cool in tone, but it's not too warm. It's very like look at how good that looks. And that's without the primer. So I think that looks really nice. So it says use only where you need it, so you get compliments on your skin and not your makeup. I do like that. And there are some areas where I do need it, AKA. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start here and get this pimple. Let that marinate a little bit. I do get, my nose is really red, so I do get a lot of redness there. I do get a little red and shiny and poofy here. A little red here. So we're just gonna make that go away. And a little bit of redness here. Of course, I get shiny on my T-zone. So I'll do that. And then here too. So we will start with this. And I like the way that my foundation looks, no matter what kind of foundation I'm really using. I like the way it looks when I blend it in with my fingers. Then I'm able to really kind of press it in and kind of like swipe in the smallest way in these like little tiny corners by your eye and things like that. So I typically avoid the brushes. I know that they have their own brush sets. They do look really enticing, but just a personal preference for me, I just like to use my fingers because I really want to look as natural as possible. So it's blending really nicely. And when I first did this, over the weekend. I felt this way. I felt like it looked so good. Oh, my pimple. Oh, just dot that in. I felt like it looked really nice. It was just moving a little bit, and like, we can't have that. I don't want to go out the door and then look like my makeup is sliding off my face. Like, that's opposite of the vibe that we're going for, and the vibe I think that this company is like going for. So I'm hoping I did a better application today by doing less of the base and letting it sit for just a couple minutes. Honestly, it was like 2 minutes. So just kind of using my fingers to blend it out. I went a little heavy in the T-zone, but I'm just kind of feathering it out to blend, to make it look as natural as possible. I do feel like happy with this tone. I think it looks pretty good and it matches fairly well with my skin. And honestly, I feel like these brands are getting even smarter with like the amount of colors they're offering by like, you know, the undertones of your skin, and like, you know, you're a little red, like you want to not have a warm foundation on your skin to make you look like a giant peach. So I like the options, but having options can be time consuming to really select the right one. So okay, just getting around my nose because that gets really red too. And just making sure it's blended really well. But doesn't this look so good? I feel like this looks great. Like, it almost has like a lot of coverage. Like, I almost feel like less product would even like look better. Like, this looks pretty, that's a lot of coverage. I feel like this looks pretty good. So you can still see a little bit of the texture of my skin, like the kind of like dots that I have, little spots. So I like that. I do. It might sound weird, but I like that. So when I initially did this, you could see it creasing here and like here. So I'm just gonna tap it in as much as I can and kind of see, because I could see it like almost immediately. Like, I hit stop on the video. I went and like kind of took my mirror and I was like, oh my gosh, I am creasing, and like, what can I do to stop it? So they have a lot of sets on their website. We can kind of go over while this kind of sets in, and then I'll just do a close up to see if it's creasing like it was before. And if it does, I'm gonna be heartbroken. But in the meantime, let's go over some of these sets. So they have a 5-minute morning, a full collection set, the prep set, which is basically this, the Instant Glow Serum, and their foundation brush. And then they have another handful. So another complexion set with skin color and bronzer. They have a glow set with skin and lips. They have the eye set with brows, lashes, and color, and they have a weekday set. So, I mean, if you do, I wanted to kind of tread lightly and just take a peek at like how is this brand? Like, are they, you know, as good as they claim, or is it as luxurious as they're making it seem? And I just wanted to kind of dip my toes in with a few products, and then before I went ahead and bought like a full set, even though I was like tempted. So it's been a couple minutes. Just take a quick look. And then I'm gonna look again in my mirror, because that's gonna be like my truth. Okay, so it's not bad. It's not bad. But I'm seeing a little creases, like these tiny little hairline creases. I mean, I see this when I use sometimes like my Westman Atelier products. You just really gotta kind of blend it in, especially as it's setting in. Like I know it's gonna set into these little creases. I can't ask for like a miracle, but I wish it was increasing so quickly. The coverage on the pimple isn't so great, but let's just do a tiny bit more. Let me put a little bit on my finger. I mean, I don't know like what's gonna cover that bad boy up, but we're gonna do as much as we can. But yeah, so the coverage here isn't super great, but this is like a monster pimple, so it'll get a pass. So yeah, can't you see like a little bit of the creases? Like very fine, like you can see it right here. I don't love that. I don't love that. It makes me kind of sad. I will say it does feel good on my skin. It's not a home run for me, just considering I don't like to see these creases so quickly. So as a whole, I love the packaging. I love the vibe of like it looking so luxurious. I can put, you know, this on my vanity and feel good about it. It looks nice. But I will say that me being normal to dry, I think is working a little bit more in my favor. If I had a little bit more oily skin, I think this might be kind of like too slick for my skin. If you're gonna pair it with the Perfecting Complexion stick, I think you might run into a little bit of trouble with the product kind of slipping and creasing. Maybe even do like a little bit lighter amount, but I feel like I didn't do too much where it should be kind of creasing this way, so I don't love that. So those are my final thoughts. I'm not sure that I'll be repurchasing these as a pairing. However, I think in the summer, I'm gonna really enjoy this when I have a little bit of a tan and I'm not gonna be kind of leaning on the Perfecting Complexion stick. I think my skin will look good, it'll give me a nice healthy glow, and I wouldn't be using any additional kind of foundation, so it's not gonna slip everywhere. So I think this is a buy for the summer if you're having really good skin days. And then I'm not really too in love with this this stick. I just feel like it shouldn't be creasing that much. The coverage isn't that great if you do have problem areas on your skin, but overall it does feel good on my skin. I'm just like, I'm wishing and hoping for, I expect a little bit more from it. So I really do appreciate you joining me today. And if you would please subscribe, I would love it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. If you could just comment below. And don't forget to like the video, please.